Now we will see the third step of control. In this phase, I controlled the Arabic text and I corrected it. I corrected the punctuation and I changed the colloquial words into standard Arabic words. And also I corrected the wrong transcribed words. So the words like that were transcribed in Arabic wrongly, some verbs were transcribed wrongly, the words transcribed in their morphological way wrongly. So I made these corrections in the Arabic text and we produced a new translation. And now we will see how this translation improved through these corrections in the Arabic language. The first example, in 104, we have the changing in the Arabic text in the first version from the verb into substantive. And the Arabic, the audio says that Ibn al-Haytham claimed to be crazy. The first transcription before my correction said that people said that Ibn al-Haytham was crazy. And this is also the translation. People thought that Ibn al-Haytham was crazy. When I corrected the verb, we can see here that the verb, I changed it into idda'a, he claimed, and we have the translation correct. The Ibn al-Haytham sustained or claimed to be crazy. So here we can see that the translation also was corrected because we corrected the Arabic text, which is a very normal consequence. One another example is to correct the punctuation of the Arabic text. So here the speaker stopped and the program put a point here after the third word. So what I did is to cancel this point just before going and see what I did, you can see that after these three words, we have here the beginning of a new sentence. Now, if we go to the same passage in the new version, the corrected version, I just canceled the point and I consider this all a sentence. And we see here that the translation was corrected and we have the same a corrected passage, a corrected translation that don't have the error that was produced because of a wrong in the punctuation in the Arabic program. So here also we can see how correcting these simple things in the punctuation, we will improve the translation. Yeah, one last example that I would like to show you is the following, where I tried to improve a passage where the speaker used a lot of colloquial expressions and the colloquial way of speaking, and I tried to improve the Arabic text by transforming some colloquial terms into their equivalent terms in standard Arabic, and to correct the punctuation and the beginning and the end of the sentences, etc. And the result was to have a more correct translation, an improved translation. So the example is here, where we have from number 244 to number 250, we have the Arabic text just with one point. It has more than a colloquial term. So we have here this colloquial term. We have here also another colloquial term. So what I did is to correct this text and add some points and to divide it into more than a sentence and to change colloquial terms into standard Arabic equivalent words. So here we can see what I did. So here we have the change of the colloquial Arabic into standard Arabic. Here I added a point, and here I added also a virgula. And now if we read the translation, we can see that the translation is clearer and is indeed improved translation. So it's clear that after making these changes into the Arabic text, and which does not require a lot of intervention because it is corrections that are related to the spelling or to some grammatical errors and the punctuation, the translation appears to have improved in a very huge percentage. So if we can say that the first version of the translation, let's say it like this, can be correct 60 to 65%. With these corrections into the Arabic text, we will arrive to 75 and 80, maybe 80% of a correct translation, which requires an expert of language, of the arrival language, to make the translation more fluent and more correct. But still, we can face some errors that need to be indeed seen and corrected. And I think that here again we have a need of an expert of the source language, in this case the Arabic language, and an expert of the material. These errors, which we have also, some of them we will also have seen before and remain because they are not related to the spelling or to the grammar errors, are the following, or can be categorized into the following categories. First, the passages that are translated in a literal way, and mainly the literal translations of the proper name. Again, the name of the caliph continue to be translated into, sometimes into transliterated as al-hakim, and in other times it is translated as sovereign or as a governor. And I think in this way, in the Arabic text, we should, for example, make some addition or to add like the caliph before the name. And in this case, the program will recognize that here we have the name of the caliph and not the term which means the exact meaning of the name of the caliph, in this case, the governor. In other cases that needs the correction or the consult of an expert, are the consistency and the control of terminological choices or the translations choices for some terms. I will show you some examples of this. If we go, for example, to 44, we have in the Arabic the term maqalat. The term maqalat can be translated as articles, scientific articles as today's articles or journal articles, and also can be translated as treatises. And in this case, the program translated it as articles, but it's not ended as articles in the modern term, in the modern way of comprehending, of understanding article. So here we need to change the translation and improve it and make it like treatises in medicine, as in our cases. One another example I highlighted before, the colloquial usage in Egyptian of the word ammina, which means our uncle. We can find also one another term, for example, sahib, which ended in Arabic, in standard Arabic and Egyptian Arabic and in Levantine Arabic, etc., means friend or companion. In colloquial Arabic, cannot always mean this thing. It also can refer to our author. So also in this case, that the program will translate it as our friend, not our author. So in this case, we need to improve it and to change it and to put it as our author, or to change it in the name of the author we are speaking about. So an example of this can be like in 59. Here we have the word صاحبنا, our friend, literally according to the standard Arabic translated as our friend. It was translated as so in Italian, our friend, nostro amico. However, in this case, it's not our friend, but it's our author that we are talking about, Ibn al-Haytham. One another example of this is translating the word in more than one way, even if this word always means the same thing. So, for example, in sentences 115, 117, here we have the word ثقب, which was translated into Italian in buco, and again the same word after two sentences, ثقب, again was translated in Italian as lacuna. However, the meaning is the first one and not the second. And here in this case, in just two sentences, the program translated it with more than one way, because its meaning in Arabic can be rendered in these two terms in Italian. But in our case, the correct form, the correct word that should be chosen is the first one and not the second. So here again, an expert should be should intervene and should correct the translation and improve it and make it better and clearer. So we can also talk about the passages that were translated in a literal way and not in a domesticating way, because we have this phenomenon in our program that sometimes we have a very perfect, let's say, translation, a domesticating translation. We can see the usage of expression that are equivalent in the arrival language. However, sometimes we have this phenomenon that the translation is very literal, and the translation should be improved. In our case, an Italian person, when he or she will hear this translation, will not understand it very clearly. So it needs this translation necessitates an improvement. And one last error that is the omission sometimes of words, and because the program did not understand the word in Arabic, because this word was written in a wrong way, and sometimes the program, even if we made all these changes, etc., still for some reason does not translate some terms or some expressions, even if these expressions are written in in correct Arabic and in the correct spelling and in correct grammar, and but still the program does not translate them. And for this there is a need always for someone who knows both languages to make a final control that the translation is faithful to the original source. So I will give one last example here in 295. So we have here the word to refute or to reject, which was not translated even in the first version of the translation, and in the second version, the improved one that I changed it, etc. For some reason, the program here did not translate this word, and if we don't say that it was rejected, in the sense changes completely. And for this reason, again and again, we can say and conclude that the program helps us to or facilitate our work, can make the time of transcription and of translation shorter, but still there is a need for someone to control the work of this program, to check it, and to make it to facilitate it more. So, for example, I'm giving it in numbers. If I will work 8 hours in a day, so if I need to transcribe the episode, hearing it and transcribing it manually, I probably will need ended 6 or 7 hours to transcribe the whole episode, which consists in 30 minutes. However, the program will do it for me in a short time. But what I need now, to dedicate 1 hour to control 1 hour half to control the produced Arabic text, and to correct those things that I can correct in it. Probably I will need 2 hours or 3 hours if the quantity of the colloquial Arabic are more than in one episode than the other episode. So here we have this kind of corrections and of time dedications. Now, when we go to translation, we will have indeed a very good translation, which requires another 2 or 3 hours of reading and improving the translation and comparing it with the source text. And I think an episode can be done in one work day. So in 8 hours, for example. If I will take it manually and I will do it alone without any help of this program, probably I will need more than 1 day to complete my work. Here I can do it in 1 or 2 days at the maximum, and I will have the program finalized with the help again of an expert of the material and of the both languages, the source and the arrival language.